love tacos. Tacos are the future.
Can you draw tacos?
I can draw tacos.
Hey, welcome to Snackdown. I'm Justin, and this is
Andy.
And we have a special guest,
Katie.
Woo! This is our friend Katie Burke, who is a really talented artist, and
Absolutely.
She worked really hard on the logo that you guys have seen for the past week, and it's awesome. It came out perfect.
It is photorealistic.
It is very good.
Thank you.
One suggestion from some of my family members, they were like, "Yeah, your nose needs to be bigger, Andy." I'm like, "Well, thanks, guys." And you were actually very kind on my forearms because they're pretty skinny. But Katie was probably just like, he's into rock climbing, so he's going to be pretty self-conscious about his forearms. So I really appreciate that. I'm thinking about getting forearm implants. What do you guys think?
I think that's a good idea.
Nice.
I mean, we've seen what they could look like, so.
Yeah, you've seen like the potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't really go back now.
No, I could try working out, but
So we're doing wine today. We had thought about this a while ago, and Andy brought canned wine. Because we're like, what the heck, let's go super classy and drink wine out of cans. It got to the day to do the canned wine episode, and I was like, we should probably have a canned wine with its bottled brother or sister so that we can compare them. I think it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it makes 100% sense.
So also, behind the scenes, if you guys can tell, my voice is a little weird. I'm just coming off a cold.
Justin's been smoking 2.5 packs of cigarettes a day, and we're trying to get him off of that and just move him over to vaping.
Vaping's just not me, though.
You don't chase clouds?
I go for the real cigarette vibe.
Yeah, the real. So
I'm going for I want to lose my teeth and have my skin look like leather.
That's meth.
Oh. I'm on the wrong thing then.
Anyway.
So we're back to, we're doing wine. It's a good thing we're having a guest because we're going to open quite a bit of wine.
Yeah, I'm glad we have company today because otherwise that would be quite a task. And we're kind of completionists, so.
Yeah, so Andy, where did you get these canned wine?
I've seen them at any liquor store at this point. So they're very out there. Whether people are willing to try them or not is different. But in terms of brands, I have no idea. You're going to tell me though.
Well, it's from Crafters Union. I don't know if that's the brand. It says Fresh and Bright 2017. It's from California. So the first one we're going to do is a Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
And that's a pretty sweet wine, right?
It's like semi-dry, I thought.
Well, let's try it.
Open some.
Maybe I should have done less than that. I think I poured myself too much. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I poured myself like a glass of water's worth.
You poured yourself wine like you weren't going to drink like 3 more other types of wine.
Yeah.
How's the color? It's smoky.
Yeah, it's like it got a gray tint to it.
We're drinking out of the same kind of like smoky sort of, it kind of looks like a stemless wine glass, right?
Yeah,
so you got that. You got the shape on point.
Yeah. I mean, that's all you need, right?
I don't know. How are the legs on it?
I mean, it's very light. What is the color of wine? Like white wine. It's not white. It's got like
yellowish, greenish.
Yellow.
Yeah.
It smells
fine. Like not that great, honestly.
So
it doesn't smell good. So
Katie's not a fan. Have you ever had canned wine, Katie?
No.
Canned wine sounds like we're in like a fallout shelter, by the way. It sounds like we're trying to like keep up with like some of our out of fallout shelter experiences with something. I mean, but it's...
You're talking like post-apocalyptic?
Yeah.
Like, did you ever see or read The Road?
I saw part of it, and I read 10 pages. Does that count?
So you saw part and part.
And it was the same part.
Oh.
Katie, you read it, though.
Yeah.
It was very gray, right?
Very.
It's a very grim book, but I feel like maybe canned wine would be something that you'd like celebrate finding in some sort of a shelter.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? Is this wine
so
growing on you?
So it's not really good?
No, it's not really good.
Yeah, it's not really good at all. So, it is kind of sweet though, right?
No, I would say it's semi-dry. I would say it has a little bit of sweetness. I wouldn't call it a semi-sweet, and I wouldn't call it overly dry. It's not like dry to the degree that it's just like nothingness, and then it's got like that kind of white grape skin kind of aftertaste.
So I'm not a big white wine connoisseur.
Me neither.
I really don't drink a lot of white wine, so I really don't have a lot to compare this to. When I drink a white wine, I usually end up drinking a Riesling.
That's what we had for the fondue episode. We had a clean slate. It's good.
Have you had Dr. Frank's?
No.
That's a good Riesling.
What is it?
That's
the brand?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to open the comparison one. So this is an actual bottle of wine. This is a Italian Pinot Grigio.
Oh, God. You want to rinse this swill out? Katie, are you done with that one?
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
chuck
not going to lie. I'm not a big fan of
No,
Pinot
yeah, that's
Grigio
fine.
in general, so this is a rough one.
It's not very good. It's like, I don't really know what to say about it. Like, I'm trying to taste different notes in it.
I'm not disappointed, just from what I was expecting.
I mean,
for wine out of a can.
Yeah, for it to come in a can, it's not like the end of the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what if it was the end of the world?
You'd be super psyched.
Yeah.
Like if I was on a beach drinking a canned wine or something like that, I'm pretty sure it would be good. Just because I wouldn't be paying attention to the...
If it were cold, though, you know what I mean? I would say, like, this specific wine is probably not forgiving if it gets to, like, lukewarm and it's, like, a super crazy hot day. You know what I mean?
Which means you're supposed to chug it, right?
Okay. I mean, if you're yes. I mean, if you're on the beach anyway, and, like, yeah, I would say if you're on the beach, I would drink this one quick.
I thought it had a unicorn on the can, but it's not.
What is
It looks
it?
like it should.
Swans and frogs.
Ugh, the old swan frog combination.
Yeah.
So what's new? What's good? I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah. So while I'm opening this, Katie, do you want to talk at all about your...
Did you cut yourself?
Yep.
Jeez, Justin.
Are you bleeding?
Well, I'm bleeding. Cool. I'll just stick it in this wine.
Wayne! You wanna... I'll open the rest of it. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Justin, tell me when. Justin's not going anywhere.
That's probably good.
Okay.
So the last time I drank too much was off wine.
What kind of wine was it, though?
I think
Yeah,
it was
tell
a
all.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oof.
I was having a fire.
Was it the one I was at? Or was it
No,
one?
the one before that.
Oh, yeah.
Are there?
Yes. I told you this story.
I didn't know you were drinking wine.
Yeah.
You like cleared a fence that day.
I did.
Jumped it?
Jumped over
Yeah,
a fence.
jumped it.
We threw the frisbee over into the neighbor's yard. So I had to,
We were playing Can Jam.
Very, like, Sandlotty moment. Was there a big dog?
No, that wasn't a big dog. Just an angry Italian man.
Oh, really?
No, I mean, he was inside.
Like, what are you doing here? Oh, gosh. My accents... All right, so
Oh, there we go. I told you the accents are going to become a thing.
they're bad. And my accents over the years have just gotten worse and worse and worse. And now that we have people listening to this podcast in different countries, they're just going to be like, what is that stupid jerk
I know, we just
doing?
lost the Italian.
Yeah.
Gonna shake their
But
fists.
yeah, but we're-
those Americans.
Yeah, but we're definitely not going to get any Italian listeners doing that.
So, back to the wine.
What do you think?
We're comparing this now that we just had the canned Pinot Grigio.
Did you call out what this was? Okay. Oh, man. I can't say this without doing a dumb accent.
Just do the dumb accent.
Pinot Grigio. I'm not going to do that one. And then, like, Delle Venizi.
That's
right?
pretty good.
That's good.
Okay. And then, like, Natalie Verga. There's just a bunch of words. So, like, those are the words that are on.
Those are words.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah.
Yes, I mean, it's Italian.
I don't know what the company is. I don't know what the title is.
I mean, this
don't know
isn't a super expensive Pinot Grigio.
It's
and
not?
I couldn't find... So, like, when I was looking for Pinot Grigio, you know, there was a lot of jugs. You know, you got a lot of, like,
Yeah.
big
Right.
jugs of Pinot Grigio.
Right. This is good, though. as Katie makes a yucky face. Like,
I don't think
No,
it's that
this
good.
as far as Pinot Grigio go, I like this one. I
yeah.
have had.
I mean,
It's
it's
smooth.
definitely better than the can.
It's very smooth. So you know, not to be stingy about it, but I mean, like, how much did this bottle cost? $9?
$9, yeah. So it's not
Great,
like it's
you
not
know?
a great bottle of wine. But
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, I think these cans were like $5, and you get, like, you know, it says you get 2.5 glasses of wine if a glass of wine is like 5 ounces.
how many?
Who pours a 5-ounce
No
glass
one.
of wine? Yeah, shaking my head at
Well,
that.
this is a 750 milliliter glass of bottle of wine. I don't know how much that is.
I mean, it technically is a glass of wine, so
Yeah, no, that's
it could be your glass of wine.
yes. I mean, so it's better than the can. We all agree, and
Mm-hmm.
you get more of it. It's better bang for your buck, I guess.
Yeah.
So why?
Question.
Yeah. So jugs and box wine and can wine, you know, they all seem to be the same types of wine. A lot of them are sweet.
In terms of, like, what's expensive, or
No,
like in terms of
but
price
you know,
point.
there's no jugs and boxes of like a Cabernet Sauvignon. You know what I mean?
I feel like there are.
Are there? I'm not finding like a nice dry wine.
Actually,
in
no,
jug
I've never
form.
seen that. I've seen like red blend.
But blended wines are more sweet usually, I think.
I had a Pinot Noir out of a carton 2 nights ago.
Like a milk curtain?
No, no. Sometimes you see like coconut water kind of in cartons, like that type of thing. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh.
Like a cardboard, like, kind of
like you
wax
screw
carton.
the top off?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Same thing. It was a little squattier than like the coconut water thing, but I mean, it wasn't good, but I drank it anyway. But it was Pinot Noir. I mean, it wasn't a blend. It was very true to being a Pinot Noir.
And Pinot Noirs are pretty dry, right? It's like a dry red.
Yeah.
Is that your wine of choice?
No.
What do you like?
I don't know. I kind of like somewhere in between with like reds. I don't need to be drinking a red that's like so damn dry that it's one, like, unbelievably tart, and then two, like, I feel like I need a full glass of water after drinking it. You know, I need something. I want like a nice like table red. And then in terms of white wine, I could go with almost anything. I mean, I do like dry white wine. I do like very sweet white wine. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for, and and how cold it is.
What is your wine of choice, Katie?
Usually a red gal.
A red gal?
Yeah.
Like a dry red or a sweet red?
Dry.
Dry red.
Like full glass of water after that cup. Yeah.
Like my sister will take a sip and she's like, oh, it tastes like nail polish remover.
Or it tastes like, I don't know, it's like you just take like a grape and then you take all of the sweetness out of that grape and then you're just left with like chewing on the skins. And that's what you like.
Yes. And it wasn't always that way.
Yeah.
I think you were talking about this. Everyone has like that moment where they switch to IPA. I had like a definite moment where I switched to red wine.
Did you have like one good one?
I had one good one, and it was paired with a meal. My uncle's like a crazy good cook, and he brought over everything to cook with and wine, and it was the best dinner I've ever had. And like from that point on, I was like, yes,
that's
red
awesome.
Wine, give it to me.
Yeah, I think pairing wine with food is very important. I never do it right. I like get a wine. It's like, this is great with steaks and this, and I just eat it with whatever I'm eating that night.
I do that too.
Yeah.
I think we had some sort of really nice, I want to say it was a Korean pork meatloaf, and we paired that with kind of a full-bodied J-Lore Cabernet Sauvignon, and it was awesome. It was like the best pairing I've ever had in like the most unlikely of places. But yeah, like you're right. It's just kind of like one of those things where it's just a switch, you know? But that was like, out of all the times that I've ever had wine, like that was the best one.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you know, $120 meal, but it was still good.
I'm not a huge wine person. Like, I could tolerate the sweet whites when I was like trying to get into wine, just because, I mean, it's sweet.
Because it was like a juice box, and you're like, hell yeah,
it's like
juice box?
Basically, yeah. But then, like, as soon as I would steer away from it, I was like, it's just not, like, I would rather drink, like, a beer or something else.
It's not your thing.
But I've had a good dry red. In that, for some reason, I can taste good flavors in dry red wines. When I taste white wines, for some reason, if it's sweet, I can taste sweetness. And if it's not, I can't really taste. I just kind of taste this white wine taste that I recognize as white wine.
It's something you don't like, probably,
yeah.
right?
And I can't pick out individual flavors like I can with a red wine. I don't know. For me, like, picking out tastes in red wine is easier for me.
Have you ever been on a wine tour?
I have several times. In the Finger Lakes.
I love the Finger Lakes. So a lot of people, I mean, yeah, finger. People can't see that, right? So guess what? I'm posting that up on Instagram of a video of you just kind of doing spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers.
Finger Lakes.
With a Turtle Beach instead.
So like I will do dry reds, and then I'll do like sweet wines.
Yeah.
You gotta pick 6, and there's 2 dry reds, and I'm like, I don't want anything else, so I'll have these sweet ones that you got.
Oh, for like a wine tour?
Yeah.
Sort of?
It's like, all right, pick 6 or pick 5.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, these are the ones I really want to try because they're the dry reds that I really like. And
You're
what
like,
else
and
do
I'll
I
hand these out to the lady that just kind of breathing heavily on us, and we
Yeah.
kind of want her to go away to another spot. So
Port.
there's always someone like that.
Is port sweet?
Port is sweet.
That's
yeah.
what I thought, yeah.
Port's really good.
It comes in like the really, really narrow bottle.
Yeah, I forget which brand that is, but I think just typically it kind of comes
It's kind of
like
like a dessert wine, right?
Yeah, it is a dessert wine. It's what was that?
Every dessert wine I've had has just been so sickly sweet. I can't have it.
A lot of times if you go to a winery, to try the port, you have to pay like $1 extra or something like that.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because it's smaller, there's not as much, so they can't like go giving it to everyone.
We should do. I want to do a wine tour for my birthday.
Yeah.
You
it's
should
fun.
come.
When's
I'm
that?
here planning things that might not even happen, but
When's that?
the end of July.
I'd be up for it.
It'd probably be that Saturday.
Perfect.
That's when we hang out.
That's where we hang out on Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, so port wine. You know how like champagne is? It's like, oh, it's in the Champagne region because that's my French.
That's why
accent.
when we make champagne in America, they're like
Sparkling wine.
Screw your champagne, it's sparkling wine.
So that's the same with port though, unless it's in the Douro or the Douro Valley, Douro. So it's in the northern part of Portugal. So unless it's in that area, it can't be called port wine.
So what is it called other than that?
It's really close. It's called Oporto, Porto, and Vino de Porto. So like, I mean, you would look at like a foreign, wine bottle that's kind of mimicking the port wine. But it's a sweet red wine, and it comes in dry, semi-dry, and white varieties as well. I didn't know that. Richer, sweeter, higher in alcohol. And it's caused by the addition of distilled grape spirits to fortify the wine and halt fermentation before all the sugar is converted to alcohol, which makes sense. I mean,
And that's probably why I like it too.
Right.
So can anyone taste any flavors in this?
No.
Can I be a jerk and say one? I got vanilla a little bit.
Wait, let's check the bottle.
any like dry white wine, you're always like, maybe you got a little bit of a vanilla. But I don't think that's necessarily going to be one of those like smells and flavors that kind of really jump out at you. I think you're typically going to get more of like a floral or like a fruity, with white wine. But I got like a little bit of vanilla, and it might be just because it's kind of like this little base note coming at you because it's just so dry and like devoid of like a lot of the other flavors.
I wish we had I had that Whiskey of the World's book that'll tell you like different flavors. I wish we had that for wine.
Yeah,
because sometimes when I tasted red wine once, I had one of those spiral things that if it's spicy, it'll give you all the things that are here. If it's like
it'll tell you like different spices within spicy.
Yeah, so like there's a pie chart kind of, and it breaks up the different flavors
within like the spicy category.
Yeah, so like if you're like, okay,
crazy.
this tastes kind of sweet,
then
it will narrow it down and then narrow it down. And when I was tasting red wine, it really helped me like pick out flavors.
That's awesome.
If you're just like going off of like right now, we have nothing in front of us. So if you're just kind of like closing your eyes and like trying to taste something, a lot of times it's kind of like bland.
Tasting is so hard.
Tasting is made easier when you have a list of things that you're like supposed to taste, possibly.
Like when you have all the flavors of all the possible jelly beans.
Yeah.
You want to hear something stupid? I went to like sniff the wine glass, but I've got obviously like the microphone in front of me. I went to sniff the microphone instead.
Did it smell like
we've barely had any wine, and it's just me just having my neurons just
I didn't eat much today.
Have you ever went?
This is already hitting me.
I know.
I had a pretty good lunch. Yeah, you had a banana all day.
I had a donut today.
Oh, great. Perfect.
Ooh, what kind?
A mixture of 4 different Sweet Praxis donuts. Instead of having...
Did they do the coconut lime?
No, we did a hibiscus.
Ooh.
Hibiscus?
We did a mojito.
That sounds gross, actually.
It was so good. And then there was like a lemon something donut.
Have you guys ever been to Glazed and Confused?
No.
We had those donuts last week at work.
So there was an orange cream one that was on special today. Totally got one.
Yeah, because today's National Donut Day.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think we're doing the wrong episode.
No, we're fine. We'll release. Next year we'll do a donut one. We'll release on National Donut Day.
I've been told that we should do a Syracuse donut episode and compare different donut shops.
Have you ever been to Ceres in East Syracuse?
No.
It's run by like this older Greek couple, and they're peanut glazed donut. It's great. And then they just make like a standard cup of coffee, and then they have a bunch of lotto tickets, and that's it. So
wait, they sell lotto tickets and donuts?
Yeah, and coffee.
Coffee?
It's perfect, right? Like, what else do you need on a morning?
Yes.
That's really it.
Right?
Start your day right.
Maybe a banana? I don't know, Katie. you tell us.
That was my afternoon. So.
Oh, okay. So nothing for breakfast. Are you like on a diet or something, or
No.
did you just forget to eat, or how'd that work?
No.
I don't eat breakfast either.
Are you not a breakfast person?
I am a breakfast person. I had my
So you had a
lavender cold brew concoction, and I was drawing, and I like forget to eat.
Wow.
That's what
when
I do.
I'm doing things, I guess.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's take a break real quick and switch over to the next one. Hey guys, since Katie's here, we just want to promote her art. And she did such a great job on our logo that you have seen. So if you want to stop by our website, that'd be awesome. It's kathryneburkeart.format.com. I can spell that out for you if you would like.
You'd have to. Please
You should
do
just link it below.
We'll link it below, but I'm going to spell it out. It's KATHRYNEBURKEART, if you didn't know how to spell art at the end of that.
So there's
.format.com.
So there's E's at the end of everything except for art, essentially.
Yeah.
Kathryne.
Unless
Burke.
you're...
Kathryne.
She does really, really good paintings, illustrations.
Amazing.
She has done stuff for me. I think she does commissioned work. So if you like her stuff, if you want to contact her.
Yeah, if you got a D&D character, she can nail it.
I would love that.
She would love to do that.
So yeah, she's a really good artist, so check out her stuff. And she's also on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
It's keb.studio. And that's my Instagram handle.
Okay.
So the whole thing is keb.studio. That's her Instagram handle.
It's at keb.studio. That's her Instagram handle.
That is all.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Back to the show.
Thank you.
We are back, and all right, so we're on the next can of wine. So this one's got some flowers and lily pads on it.
Dope.
We're going with Crafters Union again.
Similar,
this one's called Grace and Delicacy. Was that what the last one was? I don't think it was.
Swans and frogs.
Yeah, that one was swans and frogs.
Well, this one's flowers and lily
You're
pads,
drinking
but...
swans and frogs.
Oh, and there's a bird on it and a canoe. This is a rosé in California.
Do I get to open it?
Yeah,
no,
let's
that's
have,
fine. No.
We gotta do the poll again. Please vote for me. I think yours is better though, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that right now.
Well, you had a nice like crisp. Yours was like almost damn like mechanical. How you did yours? Mine was like I kind of did like this half open, and then I did like a little resistance pop.
You added a little drama.
Yeah.
There was a little will he, won't he.
My-
He did it for the poll numbers.
I did
Okay.
it. I'm like,
I want to be
This
on
is
the
Katie
poll.
pouring.
This is my pouring. Vote for me.
Oh, she poured it on her lap
It
too.
went everywhere. Still, vote for me.
definitely vote for her. Oh god, I just poured a lot.
You got it all over you?
Yeah.
It's just a drip.
They were
This
very
is
hot.
better, right?
That's good.
Do you like it? Justin says.
I would buy this
It's better.
can of wine.
Yeah, this is good. This is like a refreshing...
I think rosé is probably a little more forgiving than like a Pinot Grigio in terms of
Yeah.
flavor.
Yeah, so like I think if you're getting something canned or boxed
Mm-hmm.
or cartoned, I think the sweet wines transfer better to that. Better than like if
Yeah.
you're trying to make a nice dry wine. I've never had dry anything that wasn't in a bottle that was very good.
Do you know what the so a lot of wines will say contains sulfites. Do you know what that is?
Isn't that what gives you a headache?
It can, yeah. It
That's
can.
yeah, that's the thing that is in red wine that gives people headaches.
So when you're making wine and when you want to just like kill everything, right? Because you're not coming up on this like sterile grape, right? Those don't exist. But you don't want to have an infected batch when you're fermenting for the wine. So you essentially blast it with something called potassium metabisulfate, or PMS for short. I'm not kidding. People call it that. So yeah, so you're throwing PMS at these crushed grapes. That nukes everything essentially, and then so you let that like sit for 48 hours, and then the gases kind of escape. That's when you can add the yeast to it, or say if you want to have like a good amount of like residual sugar, then you would let it ferment up to however boozy you want it to be, and then that's when you hit it with a potassium metabisulfite, so that you can kill stuff without having to like heat it up or whatever.
I wonder why it gives people headaches though.
I don't know.
Because I know that's like the number one thing in red wine. Well, that's why a lot of people are like, oh, I can't have red wine, it gives me headaches.
Yep.
And that's like the thing.
Yep.
I've never gotten a wine headache.
People who are susceptible to like migraines or stuff like that, like they have big triggers with like cheeses and wines and stuff like that.
Cheese?
Oh, we should have had a cheese.
That's unfortunate.
Oh my god!
I still have some of that goat cheese. You want some of that?
Oh yeah, let's go
You
cheese it
get
up.
get the goat cheese?
It's like
Why do you know so much about wine?
why do I know so much about wine?
Yeah.
I don't know that much about wine.
I don't know. You're spewing some facts.
Am I cutting it like this?
I don't know. Should we
What
put
is
it on something?
I don't know.
not a
What does
plate.
this look like to you?
It looks worse now that it's like a week out.
It's got some bird shit vibes.
Ooh. Berry season with your car. That'll strip the paint.
Hashtag berry season.
Berry
So-
season.
So we pulled out the goat cheese from last week's episode with Chris.
Still good.
It's still good. It's cheese. It lasts forever, right?
If it molds, it's gone up in value.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying
That's
to get a
right.
good mold on it, right?
Got a good rind on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those,
like
those fresh cheeses are really supposed
So
to have
does
a rind.
rosé match with blueberry goat cheese? Who
Let's
knows?
find out.
But we're gonna try it.
Yeah. Do you know how rosé is made?
No.
Nope. Tell us, Andy. All knowing one.
All knowing.
So my understanding is rosé is made with like a red grape, but the difference between rosé and like a normal red wine. What's up, Katie? What are you doing? You just trying not to chew on the microphone? All right, that's cool.
It's fine. We do it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of part of our ASMR aspect of this. So they press it, but instead of leaving the red skin in there with it and just like letting it sit and kind of disperse after all the colors have kind of broken into the liquid, they do separate that red skin right out. And then you're kind of left with just, like a little pinkish tinge, but it's not like this full on like red wine. The end.
I don't know if the goat cheese pairs with it well. It really like cuts the sweetness of the rosé. Like
Yeah.
after you have this,
It's like
because
too
it's
sweet.
filled with fruit in it, it's so sweet that when you have the rosé, it doesn't taste sweet anymore.
What is this?
That's probably like a white raisin.
It tasted like
Okay, that I'm
like
actually
a
just making
cranberry
up.
or something.
A white cranberry?
It's a familiar flavor, but because I don't know what it is, I can't place it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about because I tasted it too. It's candied lemon peel, maybe.
Candied
I
lemon
mean, I definitely
peel.
taste that.
I think that's what it is.
That's a pretty thick THICC rind. You know what I mean?
Because it's not the blueberries and it's not the thyme.
This cheese is what the youngins would say. As bougie.
Is it
Bougie
bougie?
I think so.
You're our connection to them, so thank
So
you.
the bougie
The
wine,
weird
the bougie
phrase.
cheese,
The youths.
the bougie cheese is not matching up with the canned wine. It's not.
No, it's not.
If you're going to go bougie on one end, you got to go bougie on the other. So let's go bougie.
Yeah, I mean, let's 100%.
I mean, we've
go
got a
bougie.
good rosé here.
I would say, real quick though, I would say if we were having a cheese episode, I would say that this rosé would kind of go nicely with the cheese, right? I don't think it's like discordant or anything like that.
I think it's just because we have a sweeter cheese, like the blueberries and the...
But if we were going for like a sweet cheese episode, sweet, comma, cheese, exclamation point. I think that if we had like a sweet cheese episode, if we had something like this, like a rosé, I think it would pair nicely to just complement it. Because now the rosé is just the foil to the diamond, you know, that is the cheese.
Yeah. Well, let's try this. Let's try the good rosé. Maybe it's just because we're drinking canned rosé.
Yeah, that could very well. All right, man, battery's up.
I was fine with the canned wine until right now.
Now you're not okay with it?
No, I'm cool with it, but you've really hyped up the other one.
So this is like we've said, the cans of wine that we got were like maybe $5. The Pinot Grigio bottle that I bought was $9. This rosé I bought is $21.
I would say
This is
usually
far
people
above.
don't spend that much on rosé.
So this is far above any of the other ones we've tried. So it better be the best thing here.
Oh, crap.
I really wanted to.
Am I going to cut myself like Justin?
I really wanted to get a real rosé instead of a blend or like a sparkling rosé or something. I don't know. I really went for like a real rosé.
My expectations are high just based on the name.
I almost cut myself. We almost had a blood pact there, Justin.
We almost did. We could have shook hands and like
And been like,
a snack
brothers.
pact. We could have made a snack pact.
I would have been gone.
Snack pact sounds fun and all until it says snacked blood pact.
Snack blood pact.
Then it sounds a little vampiric. How's your finger looking, by the way?
Still same black.
We're coming up on summer finger season.
It's grown out.
I mean, I can finally see the bottom of it.
Your hand modeling days are over, Justin.
So I mean, I would guess another like 3 months. It's super annoying. It's the entire summer with the black finger.
Who cares? Literally, who cares?
Just dunk your hand in the sand, no one will see
I feel
it.
like the summer is a time of like fun and love, and you're
You're just sitting at
Summer
home with your
loving.
black finger and...
like in the wintertime you hibernate, so it's fine to
Oh, God.
Oh no! Andy just broke the cork in half.
It's a shit cork. It's not my fault.
Negative points on the poll.
Okay. No. It's me versus me. You didn't open the last one.
Oh.
Yeah, I sustained a minor injury.
It's only a flesh wound, Justin.
No, like, back to the finger thing. If you're hibernating in the winter, you know, it's okay to hibernate with a black finger, but once you, like, crawl out and you enjoy the summer with, like...
You crawl out as people do in Syracuse.
I mean, literally.
You come out of your hole.
They crawl out in their
wanna,
SU shorts in March.
You want to look your best, you know? You don't want to have, like, a
Unnecessarily.
black finger and, like, oh my
Crawl
gosh.
out of
Andy,
your hole.
that
This is so bad. It looks like confetti right now.
If that goes in the wine, you know, we're going to be drinking cork.
Look at this cork. It's bad cork.
Adds that flavor.
For $21, it should...
All right, Katie.
So Katie is going to try to fix this predicament that we're in.
This is like the scene.
Disintegrating cork.
This is probably like one of the scenes in Yeah, you're looking at it. It's a shit situation. This is like one of the scenes in like Armageddon. I assume like some people died during the drilling during that movie.
Katie got
Ooh.
it.
Yeah.
What does
You can
that mean? Am I bumped up on the pole?
I think so.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, like, all we did was just open up some dumb cans. I mean, you just kind of, like, saved a $20 rosé, so thank you.
Right for President, Kathryne Burke, 2020.
Or you can find her at her Instagram handle, KEB4Prez, number 4, PREZ, 2020.
I don't know if I trust myself after my last pour.
Oh.
Yeah, pour it right over Justin's laptop.
Whoops.
Okay, this is the fourth drink we've had today, so I think we beat out the cocktails episode.
In terms of total alcohol?
Total liquid,
consumed?
I guess. That
Yeah,
was
liquid
stronger.
consumed. That's perfect.
We probably had 5 shots of vodka that day.
No. I had little guys.
That's right, I had 5 shots of vodka.
You definitely had 5 shots of it. You took a nooner. I'm not going to try it yet. I want to hear what you say.
First of all,
It's different. It's different from the can.
the name of this is Whispering Angel.
That's good.
Rosé 2018. It sounds like an
Some-
ad for,
someone's-
you know,
Yeah.
those like...
Or like a cologne ad?
Yes,
Yeah.
over-the-top cologne ad where they're just like coming out, dripping out of the
Yeah.
water on the yacht.
Just
and
total
it's like,
jerks. Or like come out of like a limo and just like
Monica
diamonds
Blue.
everywhere. And then there's like, have you ever danced with a whale? It's like, danced with a whale? What the hell are you talking about? And then they're like, you danced with a whale in the sea when there are diamonds all around. And you're like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, fromage, cologne. Well, okay.
Maybe I want to get into that.
Maybe Fromage Cologne is for me, dancing whale.
And all of a sudden, you need that cologne.
How does a freaking perfume ad work?
I'm sure when they first started marketing cologne, it was like, oh, you smell better, so you're gonna have like a relationship now.
You don't smell like the factory that you work
You
at.
come out of the basement, we squirted you with a squirt, and now you have like a girlfriend or
A
whatever.
spritz.
So, but now
You're talking about in a television commercial, right?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
But now, like several decades removed from the beginning of marketing,
It's a
cologne,
perversion
we've got
of that original
We've got to
market.
like branch out. Like we've done the "you smell better" before. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do dancing whales bathed in diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
People don't even want to just like smell good anymore. They want to feel rich. You know what I mean? Like it's
They're-
not even about the smell because
They're
they can't.
selling a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you could capture the smell of paper money, people would love to squirt that on themselves. You know?
That's
Spritz.
that's actually a really good idea. Let's edit that out. I don't want that hitting mainstream.
Paper money smell.
Wait,
Wait,
no?
what level of paper money? You
New
got
paper money.
Okay.
I'm not
Fresh
talking.
money.
Because
I'm not talking
there's
crackhead.
crinkly dollar that you found
You
on the
know.
street, or there's fresh out the ATM.
You're like, give me that newspaper stand paper money.
So how is this Whispering Angel Rosé?
It's dry.
I'm gonna say
It's-
I prefer
it's
the
dry.
can. It
Katie's
tastes
going
almost
can.
watered down compared to the can. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, or what's going on. in the
Is that
history of
affected
the
by it being
wine.
our fourth, though?
It should
No,
taste
I don't think
better
so.
if it's my point.
True.
Yeah. I would say that I would liken this more to a Pinot Grigio than I would say the other rosé. Would you
True.
guys agree with
Like
that?
this doesn't have the same sweetness as I would tie to a rosé. Like rosés are
Right.
usually in my mind pretty sweet.
This one doesn't have any tasting notes on them.
Neither did the Pinot Grigio,
The bottle or the
the
can?
bottle. When you were tasting vanilla.
Yeah, you're right. This
Mm.
does taste similar to the Pinot Grigio, which is weird because I mean it's a completely different grape.
But just in terms of dryness, it's like pretty much the same level of dryness. So the other one that we had, I mean, not to backtrack too much, but giddy up, here we go. The other one that we had flavors of fresh cut flowers. So you're like licking a piece of grass or something, like really vegetal. I don't know.
So this is the rosé you're talking about.
This is the previous rosé. Yeah,
Okay,
the
the
can
canned
rosé. Fresh cut flowers. I could actually kind of taste that in this. It kind of has like a fresh cut lawn.
Like a landscaping vibe.
Yeah, it's got some landscaping vibes to it. Like if you're like weed whacking and you catch some strawberries for the previous one, I could get that. Can't get that out of this one.
Okay, so let's try
Unripe
this.
strawberries.
So this is how you're supposed to taste wine. Put wine in your mouth, swish it around, kind of like I don't know if you're supposed to gurgle it, but just swish it around. Make sure you coat your tongue with it, swallow it, and then breathe in like over your tongue. And that's one of the best ways to taste wine. Yeah, they swish it around like that.
Cool.
Now go. You taste anything different?
No, I don't, Justin.
It tastes worse.
Yeah, it tastes worse. I gotta tell you. So my grandpa, Grandpa Miller.
Yeah, he used to swish around Franzia.
Wow, good memory.
Oh yeah.
The box?
Oh yeah. Oh my god, good memory.
You do remember the conversations.
I edit them, so I've heard them many times.
That was Katie saying that was kind of like you had the power all along. In like any kids movie.
Yeah.
Dumbo, it wasn't the feather, it was you. That's awesome. But yeah, my grandpa would just do that. So I kind of feel like
Was there a reason? Like, was he trying to taste it, or did he just like swishing Franzia?
he was the same guy that would like take a handkerchief from like his back pocket at the dinner table and would like lower his bottom eyelid and then wipe out the bottom eyelid with that handkerchief.
Excuse me?
That's what grandpa would do.
Wait, why?
And I don't know why.
Like, clean out his eyeball, kind of?
His eyelid, yeah.
Like the trough of the eyelid.
Is the lower eyelid. Mm-hmm. The pink.
The trough.
The trough. Is that a technical term?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Is that correct?
A trough is like
Anatomy term?
A dip.
Yeah,
a
like a
valley.
dip, right?
The valley of his eyelid. Yeah, he would clean that out with his handkerchief. He was also the same guy that would like, he'd wear pretty thin Hawaiian shirts, and then he'd wear these like thick, THICC, suspenders, and in the summertime. And so like this guy would get a suspender tan from like because his suspenders were thick enough, but his Hawaiian shirt was not. And this guy tanned. He was 100% German. This guy tanned like a Cuban. I'm
Wow.
not kidding you.
Have you ever gotten an overalls tan?
Yes.
Suspenders tan? You've gotten an overalls tan?
Yeah,
When?
recently.
Wow.
Recently.
Congrats.
I have a pair of like overalls that are short.
They're your faves?
Nice.
I love those. They're oversized and I just wear them. And
Are those technically rompers at that point?
I think modern day rompers are overalls.
Okay.
Really. But actually, overalls are easier to get out of than... No, they're about the same difficulty. If you're a girl and you're wearing a romper, going to the bathroom is extremely difficult.
Oh,
you
yeah.
pretty much have to just take everything off.
Yeah.
I didn't
And then
think
you're
about that.
like, oh, I'm in a public bathroom. And then you've got that little tiny crack. like,
Yeah,
between-
which are always huge.
Yeah.
They're not...
The person who's like installing that's like, good enough. It's like, no, not good enough. You need...
And then the people
Another
in
half inch,
line...
please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the people in line waiting don't have to stand right in front of your
Yeah.
stall, but they do.
I wonder, could you, I mean, it'd be one-ply toilet paper, but could you hang, like, that much toilet paper from top to bottom? I know it'd be wasteful.
Who's going to hang a curtain? Like, who wants to be there that long?
I would.
I guess if you're wearing a romper, you're going to hang a curtain,
Depends.
right?
Ah.
You don't care. So you care enough to be, like, a little annoyed, but not enough to hang the one-ply curtain.
Right.
Okay, that's
I'm more
fair.
annoyed that I have to go through all that and pretty much do, the most in the bathroom. Yeah, I don't know. I'm less worried.
But do you wear, like, but, okay, so, like, you've got overalls, but do you wear, like, a shirt underneath?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it's just like pulling down pants.
But it's
But
more,
still, you
more
have to, like-
unbuckling, though.
Right,
From your
no,
shoulders,
just two
you have
buckles.
to, like,
1, 2. Boom.
take
Shoulders.
it off. And
Yeah, but then it's just pants. at
that's
that point.
overalls, though. Usually a romper is your shirt and shorts.
Okay, so I would never wear a romper.
So that's
They do make
31-year-old
male
man.
rompers.
I know, romp him. No, thank you.
So that's the distinction between rompers and overalls is shirt, no shirt.
Yeah, probably.
Rompers is a onesie?
Yes, a onesie for adults.
Yeah. Yes.
Interesting. So what do we think about the rosé? In terms of let's recap since we're nearing the end of this thing.
Yeah.
How does a canned wine stand up to bottled wine? None of these wines are wines that I would normally drink.
Me either.
So what about you? Do you drink Pinot Grigios or rosés?
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy them. I'm not an expert in them, so let's make that clear. I think
So we both like dry reds. What do you like?
it depends.
You just
Depends on
like
the time of
everything.
the year. Honestly, I mean, would I necessarily drink like a nice like sweet white in the dead of winter? No, and it's really seasonal. Honestly, I would say it's like, I mean, we have 2 cans, right? We've had 2 cans. We've had 2 bottles of, one of white, one of rosé. I mean, what we're looking at is very narrow scope of kind of like the potential of that sort of like canned industry, and we could just be looking at kind of like cheap cans of wine, and then a really nice bottle of rosé, which was kind of miss a little bit, I would say. Was that your favorite?
No.
What was your favorite, guys?
Honestly, I mean this is pretty bad, but I didn't love any of it.
That's no, I mean,
It's not bad.
that's not bad. It's honesty, Justin, and that's the
I was
foundation of a
really-
good relationship.
So I've had rosés that I've liked, and rosés that I like tend to be on the sweeter side. Mm-hmm. So I was really excited to have that expensive rosé because I figured it would be
like,
just
hell
pretty
yeah.
tasty.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's gotten
more
a
on
little
the drier side.
Have you had it since it warmed up just a little bit?
No.
Try it a little bit more.
I mean, I've had a lot, but I'll have some more.
I mean, where are you going?
It's true.
Where are you going?
I'd say the flavor's gotten a little more.
I mean,
a little better
I'd say this is the best of the things we've tried.
because it hit that wallet. It hit that wallet.
Because I
Do you
want
want
it
to
to be.
believe?
Because
You want
I
to
wanted to,
believe
yeah,
it was
yeah,
the
yeah.
best?
But I
hear
feel
ya.
like I didn't love anything we had.
So
like-
okay, so let's talk about order.
So
So you rank them 1 through
Okay.
4. Go.
I will say, just like we did with the whiskey episode, just go backwards down the line. Actually, you know what? I'll say I liked the... Can't do it because I spent $21. I think
Bias.
I liked...
Your honesty is.
Let me
kill-
try it one more time.
Let's see if I can
Gargle
love
it.
it more.
Give it a swish. Taste it on the tongue.
Delicious.
Thanks, Grandpa Miller.
No, because this was a little bit drier, I think I did like it better.
Really?
No, I'm going to say I liked the canned... I'm going to say canned rosé, then
Yeah.
the bottled rosé, then the bottled Pinot Grigio, and then the canned Pinot Grigio.
That is my exact order
I forgot what both
as
of you
well.
said.
All right, okay.
So,
You kind of
Canned
piggyback.
rosé,
Yeah.
bottled rosé.
Okay.
Actually, no. Canned rosé, bottled Pinot,
oh, wow, you went...
then Whispering Angel,
Nice.
then the canned Pinot Grigio. But
I'm gonna go 100% with what she said.
So none of you liked the good rosé I got.
as much as you paid for it, I feel like this isn't the best way to describe it, but compared to even the can, it tastes like watered down.
Watered down.
Like
watered
less
down in terms of
flavorful.
so like drier. Would you say?
It was drier, but I feel
Like
like
linty?
it's lacking. I think. Okay, this is what it is. I was expecting more, and I feel like it's just lacking.
I built it up too much. Should've
You
told
did.
the price.
You dang built it up.
I shouldn't
you told
have
us
known
this-
the price.
If you
I
told us
shouldn't
this
have
was a
known the
$6,
name.
I don't know. If you told us it was a $6, I'd probably have the same kind of opinion. I
Yeah.
guess when we went from a Pinot Grigio to a rosé, I don't know what I was expecting.
I feel like-
I kind of know rosés
so,
that
like-
are relatively dry.
I feel like rosé has this reputation of being elegant.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't think rosé is a dessert wine, but I think it has a reputation of being,
Fancy,
yeah.
feminine, almost.
Feminine,
I mean,
yes.
it does have a feminine
Right.
vibe to it.
Yeah.
But I think it tends to be like this idea that it is sweeter. And I don't think that either of the rosés that we had were very, like, in my memory of rosés that I've had, I don't think either of them matched the sweetness that I was imagining.
Guys, that goat cheese messed us up.
I think it was a goat cheese.
Rude.
Sorry, goaty.
I thought the can was pretty sweet.
It was relatively sweet as far as like the wines went.
I have had a sparkling wine. It was Barefoot Rosé.
You okay there, Justin? Is that Dayquil / rosé hitting you?
Oh my gosh. You took. Oh, Lord.
I forgot about that. Did you have Dayquil recently?
Are you good?
I had Sudafed.
Sudafed for the...
Severe
I'm
cold
like
and
the
flu.
gasping queen.
Mixed with alcohol, mixed with 4 glasses of wine.
You did not have 4 true glasses of wine. You had 4
It
5
depends.
ounces?
3.
Have you seen that meme? Some people's pour is like a true glass.
I think I've
A 5 ouncer?
I think I've equaled 3.
small, and other people fill it to the brim.
Isn't it hot in here?
Yes,
It's a little warm.
Okay, good.
you're good.
So wait, what was Katie talking about?
Whispering
You've had rosés.
compared to Barefoot sparkling rosé.
Oh, that's right. You there are sparkling rosés.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to get
It
a
was really
straight-
dry.
Yeah.
I wanted to
It
get a
was,
straight rosé.
Classified as brut.
It was classified?
I don't know.
So there was a lot of
eyes only.
so So I was trying to get exact comparisons.
Yeah.
You know, so this is the canned wine that we had was a rosé.
Right.
So a lot of the ones that I found were brut rosés. Is that how you say it?
Brut.
I don't know. I said
Brut.
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 Yeah, I say
American.
brut.
So a
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
of them were sparkling rosés, brut rosés.
Is it root or rut?
Brut
Is it
or
brut
brut?
or brut?
Rough.
Brut rosé.
Tuesday.
No, it's brout.
And so one of the few actual just straight rosé bottles was this one. I was like, you know what, screw it. Okay, well, we should wrap this up soon. So
This is a double header.
we've said our thoughts. I don't think we really loved any of them. Someday we'll have to do actually some dry reds that we like.
Yes.
What are your favorite reds?
I like Cabernet Sauvignons.
Do you have a brand though?
No.
Have you
I don't-
tried 19 Crimes?
Yes, I know.
Sounds like a Damien
a
Rice
lot of
song.
people I know are crazy about the 19 Crimes right now.
I think it's just because, so you can, technology nowadays, you can kind of scan the bottle and the
All the
Convict.
accolades come up. Oh, the what?
Yeah.
The
So each
convict.
bottle has like a convict on it.
right. So the person on the bottle starts like talking to you and telling you why,
Okay, creepy.
it's cool.
So that's
If
what I
you're
wonder.
Wait,
into
like
that.
on like a QRS scanner, right?
I don't know.
But I
like the little like barcodey thing.
But
that
are
it's, like,
people
crazier?
so
Okay.
like enamored with the novelty of that they're like distracted from the
Yes.
taste of the
That's what I'm
wine?
saying.
I
I
mean,
can't
like-
tell you if I like the wine or not, but that's the
But, like,
one that
what's-
comes to mind.
Yeah.
What's
So like,
wine-
ooh, 19
you know-
Crimes.
Wine labels are so it's just marketing, right? You look at like
Yeah.
just like a crappy like flat like even
So-
even if it's like relatively flat but like boring, maybe embossed even, like it still looks boring as
So
hell.
you know the term "don't judge a book by its cover."
Yeah.
Judge it.
I judge a book by its cover, and I judge a wine by its label, and I judge a bourbon
That's
and a
why I
whiskey
didn't
by
read
its
the last Harry
label
Potter.
also.
No, I'm kidding. I don't really read Harry Potter.
I definitely judge things by its cover because
I'm
it
out.
draws me in.
I'm gone.
Are you a Harry Potter
I
fan?
love Harry Potter.
I just wanted to get
Katie
something.
is the biggest Harry Potter fan I've ever met.
Do you go to Ithaca?
No, I want to so bad.
I heard Ithaca got shut down though.
Really?
Yeah,
That
like copyright
wizarding...
issues. Yeah.
Oh, okay, but they never said.
I mean, there was probably enough Harry Potter
What was it? A
stuff.
wizarding? What did they call it? Wizarding.
WizCon. like
It's
something
something
dumb
in
like
like,
that.
isn't it in Ithaca Commons and you
Yeah.
can go dressed
Yeah,
up
yeah.
as a wizard?
Yeah.
I know
do
people
all-
that wanted to
It's
go.
very much based on
I go in
Harry
the
Potter.
summertime and people are just dressed up like wizards. So just take that with a grain of salt. It's Ithaca, you know? Not to knock Ithaca.
Go there.
We probably have more Vietnam listeners than Ithaca, which is one. God bless you, Vietnam listener. Like, awesome. Seriously. If we can get 2 Vietnam listeners, that would be dope. Anyway, that's metal. Marketing, right? Like, so we could just like slap a wine bottle label on our podcast, which is actually Katie's design. Katie's logo is us just slurping up on that nacho. And you know what?
Slurping up on the nacho.
And that is full circle because we started with that conversation.
Yep. And we're at the end of this, so we should wrap it up. So
Justin needs to take a nap.
No. Good. So cool. So we drank some wine. We had some ill-advised ghost cheese. We had some ill-advised goat cheese. Maybe.
Milk me. I'm sorry. That would be a cow. That'd be like a ghost cow.
The ghost
like
of goat cheese cat.
A ghost cow.
Milk me.
Milk me.
Yeah, we had some ghost cheese.
Oh my god.
And
we had some fruity goat cheese.
So we didn't love all the wines, but I mean they were decent. So I mean if you see a canned wine and you're gonna go to a beach, pick it up, I guess.
But drink it fast.
Yeah,
don't turn your nose up at it.
Don't let it get warm. It's not gonna taste very good.
Don't spend too much money on it either. Okay, like don't be popping those $6 on a bottle of,
you can pay $3 more for what we discovered for a bottle of Pinot Grigio of better quality and probably
double
times the size of a can.
double.
Yeah, so
take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, just put it in a paper bag and
live your best life alone. Yeah. Roaming the beaches.
So this has been Snackdown. Thanks for listening today. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can find this episode and others like it on iTunes, Spotify, and wherever else you get your podcasts. You can also go to our website at snackdownpod.com, and we are also on Discord. And also, don't forget to check out Katie's website. Oh, yeah. She's an amazing artist, and she does good stuff, so support her. Support her before you support us.
100%. Yeah. Well, we don't have a Patreon, so any support towards you above us would actually be like...
Yeah, so like if you're like dying,
$1 would
if you're
be
like
more
dying to give us money for some random reason, just give it to Katie. Yeah. Buy some art or something.
Yeah.
And I will in turn buy snacks.
And not just because we love Katie, but like her art's like crazy good.
Yeah. So yeah, check her out and make sure you subscribe to us as well. And we got a lot of cool things in the future. So that's been Snackdown. Thanks for joining us and snack you later. Oh, we did it. You didn't do it.
Okay. Good snack afternoon. No, that's okay. All right. Bye.
Later.
Bye.
Keep gasping.
That's fine.
I'm like,
yeah,
so excited.
Let's switch it over, and then we'll mention
I am a robot.
Well, that's peaking, Andy. Whatever.
Yeah.